Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm Mysterious JG. We've had our most peaceful set of videos ever, and yet we still just took a bunch of cities. Thanks to thanks to the magic of the vassalage system, which I really hadn't been using as much as I guess I should. Um, I think we're going to be able to take over big honking chunks of Japan just because of how powerful we are at this point. Let's experience a little hearsay with the Shimazu clan in the Battle of Mimigawa. The Otomo and Shimazu clans, the two daimyo of Kyushu, had split the region into north and south. The Otomo clan claimed the position of Kyushu official and drove both the Uchi and the Mori out of the north. The Shimazu clan wiped out the Ito and conquered the three southern states of Satsuma, Usumi, and Hyuga, something like that. Both clans traced their lineage back to vassals of the Kamakura shogunate, which may have been the subconscious region they avoided direct conflict with one another despite their notable differences. However, this would soon come to an end. The Ito clan, after being destroyed by the Shimazu, requested assistance from Soren Otomo, and now both clans had set their sights on Hyuga.
I thought of something.
The Lord's grace must be taught to the savage Shimazu. We will win this war, and send our missionaries to southern Kyushu. My lord, I believe we should remain focused on the battle before us. The Otomo had crossed the Mimigawa River and encountered the vanguard of the Shimazu army at Takajo Castle. The following morning, they crossed the Omarugawa River and launched a full-scale attack on the Shimazu clan. However, they had fallen into a trap. For more on this, watch Mysterious JG's Let's Play of Nobunaga's Ambition Taishi, which was a good game that I kind of intend to go out and play again one of these days, but I'm really liking this one, and this is probably the one I'll return to first.
My tactics will see us through this.
Everyone charge. We have lured them into our trap. Make them think twice about ever challenging the Shimazu again.
How can this be?
The North remembers. Good. Let them remember what happens when they march on the South. That's me referencing a not particularly famous scene in Game of Thrones. An ambush! Everyone remain calm. Trust in the Lord's protection. And then Kenshin busts in and says, Bishamonten's protection is with me. It is with us. And Soren Otomo's like, I'm talking about white guy god. And he gets punched in the face. But the Otomo were crushed and forced to retreat back across the Mimigawa. Many of the soldiers drowned in the desperate scramble.
Victory is within our grasp.
Normally I would take no pleasure in attacking a fleeing enemy, but the Otomo are a different matter. Advance! Yeah, he really does not like these guys. Those who rule in defiance of reason and abandon the way of the bow will receive their deserved punishment.
My blood stirs.
Press forward. Destroy all remaining Otomo troops. I will kill Sorin with my own hands. Sorin ga Tarindralte. This sweeping victory, though unplanned, boosted the Shimazu clan's reputation, while settling the Otomo clan on the course of gradual decline. Setting them rather. So, not a good time for those guys. Alright, well, obviously we got some work to do. We're going to have to do a bit of that domestic min-maxing that nobody likes. But we have now perfected Kasugayama Castle. And, I believe it is fully developed at this point. Fully armed lasers. I mean, I guess in theory I can go in and... there's probably facilities that can be upgraded. Yeah, irrigation canals can go up to, level 3. But, everything that needs to be built has been built. So you are an infantry leader. Let's bring in one of the new chiefs. We might as well cycle through the best chiefs first. You're a chief, so we'll keep you there. You are a chief, so we'll keep you there. You are a chief, so we'll keep you there. You are an infantry leader, so we'll bring in a fairly high-stated chief. By high-stated, I just mean he's got kind of middling, but they're above average. You are a really unhappy infantry leader, so we'll bring in a new chief. You are an infantry leader. Let's bring in a chief.
You have my thanks.
You are an infantry leader. We will bring in a chief.
I'm deeply grateful. You have my thanks.
Bring in our... We'll go ahead and stick some unhappy guys back here. So actually, we only had one guy who was all the way in the red, who needs to be really far away from any enemies who could poach him. Although, honestly, that guy's... The reason he's unhappy is because he's fucking terrible. This may be their capital, actually. Yeah, there's a bunch of cities that just do not have any kind of lord at all. This looks like it would be their capital. Something about this location makes me think this might be their capital. Typically, their capital is going to have extra city facility slots. Yeah, Monado might be it. This is not one of the clans that's like a big mover and a shaker ever. And we actually only got 4 cities out of this. We didn't acquire as many cities as I guess I had it in mind that we had acquired. Although, no, this one too. And it is also being run by a Chamberlain. Ooh, this place needs a lot of work, actually. Although, actually, it's got a whole lot of territory around it, but there's not that much going on. Alright. Let's do some transferring. We're going to have to pull some guys out of castles that are... Officer relieved by Lord is on a mission or making a submission. I can put Danzo Kaito in charge. We can bring over Shiranaga Hanjo. Yeah, he's not high enough rank to actually run a bunch of stuff in this place, actually, so I suppose I should have thought about that. Alright, so I've got places where I've concentrated high-ranking officers, but they're not in that much immediate danger, like, yeah, it might be time for Vulture Bobo to take over his own city here. Please allow me to handle things, even though I just technically got demoted and all that. So for now, let's assume that Vulture Bobo doesn't get replaced here. Because this place is fully developed, fully armed with lasers.
I'm in your debt.
And Vulture Bobo is now on the front line with the Date, who are our allies, but not forever. These guys are probably not going to just surrender to us, I don't think. So for now, Vulture Bobo, who is like a senior officer, can take direct control of more than one location.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this. I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
He couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this. I think it's time for... He's not a great domestic officer, but I think it's time for Toriyama Rosario to take over a castle.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Because their front line against the... I guess I'm poor. I mean, Lethal's not watching the series, so it's not like he will notice and get annoyed, but... See, you're an attendant who actually has a title of benevolent. You should probably be running a... infantry leader would be good enough for this, though.
You have my thanks.
I just want an infantry leader who is not disloyal and, you know, to be poached. Because samurai leaders, we need them up in these places.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this. I'm in your debt.
He's not going to be able to run it all by himself.
I'm in your debt. I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
They got pretty close. It is far, but an order is an order.
I'm deeply grateful.
Castle's outside of governance range. Oh. Well, I was going to give Anna Takatatsu control of the first outside district, but I'm still kind of enjoying using her for other things.
I'm deeply grateful.
So that's what that message is. Not that no one is there to run the city, but that... See, far away from the action. Amazing.
You have my thanks.
But anyway, that's why I'm getting those messages that are saying that I... because it's outside of governance range, so I'm getting a penalty. Where is this guy right now? He is, Natakanayama.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Alright, Natakanayama is where Bobo the Vulture came out of too, so it's got a lord who can take direct control of some area if it's needed.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Does this mean I want to organize the Anto lands into, I should check and see if I'm actually using the highest, Gunji system. Lost representatives. Where's the one that gives you the governance expansion? I don't seem to be able to find it, but I know we've got it. Huh. Daimyo's province gain. Okay. I think, yeah, I thought I had pushed this one at a higher level than I have. So this is actually fine. It'll be a gold hit, but hopefully that'll bring all those cities into, now that they've got officers, they'll be able to produce again. And we're definitely going to want to keep working on ginning up some chiefs and sending them over there so those cities can develop. But honestly, we don't have to worry about it too much. Like the Date, just based on having the Anto and the Nanbu as allies, I figured we had the Date. But the Date have got like... Most of the Date's main cities are like right next to us. And we've been building up Kurakawa so that it's got 10,000 troops on its own. So by the time Kenshin marches over with 20,000 troops and all these other places are marching, the Date are not actually going to be able to resist us. They're not like a weak clan, but we are monsters at this point. We're the monsters of rock. The Now Castle now has a trading town level 2. Oh, that's right, because the Now Castle I was starting to build up. I wanted that so that we could have... that was necessary to get a supply station.
Consider it taken care of.
Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have started working on these castles, but it's okay. Pardon my intrusion. Someone from the Yuki clan has arrived to see you.
Might I borrow you?
They want... I would like to rely on Uesugi clan's cooperation in supplying reinforcements. Sure. And they're giving us a very small amount of gold every month. But basically, they're our vassals, and we're supposed to be looking out for them. No one quite understands why we suddenly stopped attacking the Hojo and the Takeda. It's because we need historical events. Game wants me to create a province when managing numerous castles at once. Oh, Yoshiaki Mogami has joined us because he was absorbed by the Anto clan when they destroyed his clan. And now then they joined us. So he's saying, hey, create a province that rules the lands that used to belong to me. Meanwhile, he wants to absorb the Kakazaki clan, which, yeah, let's do that.
I would like to express an idea.
And then we will have full control over Hokkaido, or at least the tiny, tiny portion of Hokkaido that's even part of the game. If you want to extract officers, leave it to me.
I have something to suggest.
What a nice idea. I think it should work. Let's go
I will
for it.
take care of it.
So, policy will take another month. Are we doing... Who's working on the Imperial Court? Nobody is making nice at the Imperial Court right now. That's a mistake. I may have accidentally taken somebody off of this.
If you've an order.
Yeah, I think I accidentally... I hope Froxus Neelak didn't die or something, did she? Where's my created officers at? Where they at? Yeah, Froxus is still hanging around. She's statesman. Oh, I thought it was Froxus or Monaco, or it was one of the female created officers who was talking to the Imperial Court. I don't know what happened there. I'd hate to think, like, nobody said anything in the comments. I'd hate to think anybody's created officer had died and we didn't notice. Got a bunch of people who can get new honors, though. Including Vulture BB, the wise and talented Vulture BB. Using his sneak style tactics. Shaman C. He is wise to wear his bucket, because you never know when it could rain.
You've my sincerest thanks.
Vulture Bean and Froxus Neelak are becoming benevolent.
I'm truly grateful and happy.
Where I was worried that she no longer existed, she is in fact being promoted to benevolent.
I'm deeply grateful.
We'll have a whole bunch of new tribes to absorb too now that we got all this extra territory. It's amazeballs. After sustaining raids from the Takada clan spy net, supplies and soldiers have been affected in 3 castles. Yuck. I did put somebody with Eagle Eye over there, but it wasn't enough. The Takeda are jerks. So yeah, they just burned all the supplies. Hopefully the Hojo do not use this as a chance to attack. I need to get some labor back. And then we can settle, we can put out the fires. Otherwise, we have like a whole month to put out the fires before there's problems, I guess. We have a new supply station. That will give us enough to put out fires. See, this is sad. This guy was a clan chief, and now he's a daimyo, a clan chief, and now he's just a chief.
I understand.
So once I cycle these guys through and get them some glory, I'll have officers to put in all those empty slots over there, but not right now. Occupy farmland, occupy Wall Street.
Loud and clear.
Keep that to a chief in the hopes that it will help him get promoted.
How delightful.
I guess that's just because somebody got fully leveled up their city. Postal system level 2 policy has been issued. This will further improve the condition of our clan. Does this mean that all of these cities are... Okay, all these cities are now fully powered up. But we might want to just get ahead of it and go straight up to the next level. It's expensive, though. It'll take us to... Yeah, that'll be... Yeah, it'll cost a lot of money. Alright, let's wait till we actually have cities outside of... Transfer domain. There's an officer wishing relocated to the rear.
I would like to express an idea. I will handle this for you.
Okay, so he's going from Kanazawa Temple. He wants to be off of the front line because he's scared. I think he had Eagle Eye, and I shouldn't have moved him. Fuck. Alright, well. They didn't actually use tactics over here. Last time I was checking, they used tactics on Karakumo Castle. I mean, could I move him right back? Like, oh, sure, you can move. Haha, sake. Let's bring Agmon Morand up. Because he's a guy who should be on the front line helping out anyway.
I'm in your debt.
Though actually, he's probably a guy who should be running one of these bases that has nobody. I just took somebody from one of these castles. Yeah. Alright, Zhao Buckethead. It's actually Shaman C, I'm being silly.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Looks like we've got new new officers ready to... Attendants and stuff that are ready to take action.
You have my thanks.
Hopefully they get up into blue loyalty by being moved.
You have my thanks.
This guy's a substitute, so we will need to replace him.
Never known such joy.
But that city was taken by the Megami in a siege. Like, the city got sacked, so it needs development more than those other Mori cities we took over. Or Anto cities, excuse me. Okay. Don't want those guys working together, but no one's marching on me, even though they keep burning my supplies occasionally. This is Kunizumi Ashida. He's from a powerful family in Tanba, lord of Hikami Komodo Castle. He helped defend against Nobunaga Oda's Tanban invasion. His castle fell to Hidanaga Hashiba's army. Let's bring him on board.
I will do everything in my power for my
Coming in as a chief. Pretty sure all these guys are chiefs because I just got done going through menus that probably would have shown me if they weren't.
How delightful.
We lent our support to some raised villages by supplying provisions. The residents were most thankful.
I will see it done.
This is not an amazing castle by any stretch, but it is like on the front line with the Date. Or well, it's also on the front line with the Osaki, so let's not forget about that. Huh? Yeah.
marvelous.
Wonderful, marvelous. Thank you, boys. We persuaded him to join our cause. Like, so I guess you can have an audience. The fact that you recruited me shows that you have a good eye for talent. I, Masakata Rakuganji, will live up to your expectations. Why did he come in as a chief? I thought he was going to come in as a higher ranking officer. Nobusawa Castle, irrigation canal completed.
Success!
We've done it. We've done what we can in terms of destabilization at Tsujigasaki Palace. Now the defenses have crumbled, we should attack. I'm just fucking with them.
Marvelous.
We let our support some raised villages with flying visions. The residents were most thankful. So you didn't actually put out the fires, you just, whatever. Alright, we can employ Grimmeth Reaper. That's not what's happening. Grimmeth Reaper is employing someone.
The matter is safe in my hands.
We can also do distant employment.
Have you a moment? I have a terrific idea.
If somebody in Chosukabe territory. Chosukabe. You can seize some farms around Shibata.
The matter is safe in my hands.
Matter is safe in my hands. He will kill everyone with a spear. How many troops is this place? 2025. Yeah, that's good. Let's get a few more with even better irrigation. This place is never really going to warrant
Consider it taken care of.
more advanced facilities than that. Meanwhile, we're about to assimilate a tribe. The Moradera tribe have responded to our request. From here on, their force will be added to the counties, and Lord Mitsukuri Nagasawa will serve as our retainer.
I am yours to command.
And from now on, the Moradera tribe will swear fealty to the Usugi clan. You may direct us as you see fit. He's a samurai leader, so that's pretty good. He just has a really interesting portrait, so I want to know who this guy is. I'm going to assume his loyalty is a bit sketch because he just joined us, so that might be the quickest way to find him. I was just hoping to recognize his portrait again. Maybe, maybe his loyalty isn't sketch at all. Or I just passed him and failed to notice. You know what? He is going to be a attendant because we haven't assigned him anything yet. There he is. He's from a powerful family in Echu, lord of Moradera Castle. He became lord of Anamizu Castle while fighting for Kenshin Uesugi's invasion of Echu, but was later attacked and killed. He doesn't get on well with the daimyo. He doesn't appreciate being looked down on. He's, yeah, because he's not a particularly great officer, I guess. Sounds like someone who could be doing some good work all the way back here. Made my own for newcomers such as I. This is a joy.
I'm deeply grateful.
Alright. I'm going to call it a video here. I think we're about to absorb another clan, too. Things are going pretty good. But it's been a lot of really quiet domestic type of stuff. $1568 is when the next big event. For us, that sets off a cavalcade of events, which will ultimately lead to Masatora changing his name to Kenshin. But we got 2 years left before all that happens, and I hope you stick with us until it does. Thank you very, very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.